Very happy to have joining us here on the set here at MetStar Capitals Iceplex, Pierre-Luc Dubois coming in a trade to send Darcy Kemper to Los Angeles. Welcome, first of all, sir. Very glad to have you here. How excited are you to be a part of the Washington Capitals and a team reloading and trying to make a deep run into the postseason again?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I got here about a month ago, settled in, taking it day by day, working out, meeting the guys, and then every day or so more and more guys show up, and it feels like training camp started a week ago, so it's not just a shock going into it today. So I'm really happy to be here, happy to start training camp, and we get the preseason going, and then we'll go from there.
I wanted to ask you about that. I've been watching a lot of these informal skates. I feel like you were one of the first guys to really become a fixture out here. You and Matt Roy, a guy you know from LA. Why is it so important for new guys to kind of get here early to start getting integrated?
Yeah, I think everybody's different. I talked to Matt a lot. We both bought houses pretty much at the same time, close to each other, so we figured, why not come, get used to it, everything, meet everybody, meet the staff here, meet the players, and just get a feel of everything before training camp starts, so it doesn't feel like rushed. We've been here for a long enough time to where it doesn't feel like it's new. It feels like I've been here for a long time already. The guys have been great. The staff has been great. Training camp should just be about concentrating on hockey and not about figuring
moving
out the city and all that. So really happy we made that decision.
Have you figured out D.C., the roads are all over the place. Like some go diagonal, some go this way, some go that way. I've been here my whole life. I haven't figured it out.
Yeah, no, I'll need a GPS probably for the next 5-6 years, but we're really loving it here.
Awesome.
The trade bringing you here, and this just feels like a great fit for you and for the organization to be able to have you in the top six, a power play that was better in the second half last year, but certainly struggled in the first. How good do you feel about where you are on a depth chart here that has you solidly in the top six, power play time, Alex Ovechkin chasing .895? There's a lot of things that are working here that I got to believe for a centerman of your caliber to be able to come in here, it's got to be exciting.
Yeah, I think when I got traded, that's the first thing that I looked at and thought of, and the conversations with the coaching staff, management were great, and then coming in here, the depth of this team, the mix of veterans and younger guys coming in, the mix of speed and skill and size that we have is really impressive. So. There's going to be change throughout the year. The lines never stay the same. There's always stuff that moves around, but the mix of talent that this group has is really fun and exciting to be a part of.
So it's day one. I don't want to read too much into lines, but at the same time, I've covered Spencer Carberry now for his second season. He doesn't do anything by accident. Everything has a reason. Today, you were skating with McMichael and Wilson. Might be a line. Might be something you guys are going to be doing this year. Did you get a good feel for that line today?
Yeah. We were talking about it after. I think we got better and better as the day went out.
Yeah.
In these early practices, early preseason games and all that, it's never going to be perfect, but you want to build day by day. And, the combination of Willie and Mikey, it's a center's dream. You have a bit of everything out there, and my job is just to make it easier on them. And everybody knows what kind of player Willie is. He can skate, he can hit, he can be physical, he can go to the net, he can score, he can pass, he can do it all. Mikey, I think, is just scratching the surface of what he can do. So, I'm just here to make their lives easier, help them, and I think we have a really good combination trio going.
It seems like you and Willie have kind of become fast friends, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's a really easy guy to talk to, really easy guy to get to know. Went to a baseball game with a lot of guys there, so me and him were the first ones to show up, so we had a lot of time to talk. But
nice.
It'll be really interesting.
The line with Wilson, the moving forward of what the lines could be, and anything can change between now and October 12th. But just the excitement level of putting on the uniform, to be able to be a part of a group that has had some pretty good culture through the years, and just the guy I think of Wilson who has grown up. I can't believe we were talking before you came up here, 12 years now in the organization and been a fixture. I remember when he came in here from Plymouth, and it seems like it was just a few years ago, and you start counting, it's like, man, he's a pillar of what this team. He's gonna wear the C here one day. But just the welcoming of guys like that, of Alex, of Tom, and even of TJ, I know that not going to be a part of things as we get going here, but everybody talks about that when they come in here. Have you felt that? Have you talked with Spencer? I mean, what has the welcoming been like for you with inside the room and getting to know not just Tom, but a lot of these guys?
Yeah, I mean, day one, the first conversation I had was with the staff, and it was extremely welcoming. And then after that, you get texts from players, you get calls from players, and then coming in here, whether it was Johnny, Willie, Alex, or honestly any guy, I feel like I've been here already for a long time. I feel like I've gotten to know the guys really fast. It's been great. That's what you want. When you get to a new team, you're a little nervous. You want to see where you fit in, how you fit in with who. But these guys have been great. They've been extremely helpful, whether it's at the rink or even away from the rink, getting to know the city, getting to know the area. So it's been a dream come true now coming here.
Coach Carberry has a reputation for helping young players reach their potential. What have your conversations been like so far with Spencer?
Yeah, it's been, the early ones were about the summer and wanted to keep it light, and then as we got closer to camp, we talked a little bit more, but, he just wants me to go out there and play and be myself and play my game, and, that's what you want. Yeah, I'm really excited to get to work with him and get to know him more, and the coaching staff too. I've known Kenny, who from Columbus.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, I think I can learn a lot from them, and who can push me in the right direction.
Nice.
There is nobody that Kenny McCudden doesn't know, by the way. One of the great humans of the game. I had forgotten that you would have crossed paths with him.
Yeah.
What is him being here? How does that help you? He's one of the nicest human beings on the planet.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, and I remember when I was in Columbus, one day he just randomly brought me one of my dad's sticks when he played. And my dad wasn't an NHL player. He played in the IHL.
He has a huge collection of sticks, yeah.
And he brought one day from like the 1992 season.
Yeah.
He's like, I had this in my collection. I want you to have it. So that's the kind of person Kenny is. Loves hockey, loves helping people out, loves going out there before and doing whatever you need to get better. And to have somebody like that on the staff is extremely helpful too.
Well, Pierre, we especially thank you for coming up and spending a little bit of time with us here. We'll talk with you during camp, and thanks very much. We're glad to have you here.